Okay, so today I'm in PJ at this workshop called B-Men's Garage, and so you see, I've got one E30, two E30, and I am also behind the wheel of another E30. So these three cars belong to the same owner, who very kindly, well, invited me to drive the car. And this example here has a Nardi steering, and first observation is that this clutch pedal has a bit of free play and it's a bit offset to the middle. So like you see, like right now, here's my body center line. The clutch pedal is almost aligned to my body center line. Okay, let me push this to reverse. Now I'm still inside workshop lah, so don't say I drive with phone and all that . Okay, once we get to the road, of course I will do the safe thing. Side mirror. So this example that I'm driving is a 320i manual powered by the famous M20 B20 engine. So let's see what this car is like on the road. Oh my god. I am stunned at how beautifully smooth everything is, right? It's and the thing is, you see, the M20 engine always had this reputation that it is a somewhat lazy engine. But here, now the one good thing about this engine is that there is ample amounts of low-end torque, and that makes the takeoff from standstill much easier. And this is surprising because I'm detecting a lot of free play at the clutch, which tells me that the clutch pad, the clutch plate, or the clutch mechanism may have already some wear, but it's still biting very nicely. And there's just that sense of crispness in the controls. Oh. Now the gear change is well, it's a bit loose, but it's still precise enough for me to locate the gears, alright, without problems. I can jump between first, second, third, fourth, all no issues. And the engine accelerates not very fast, but pleasantly smooth. Oh, it's so smooth. The only thing is that the brake and the accelerator are a little close to each other. This is very, very nice. This is such a beautiful thing to drive on a Sunday morning, right? Out on a cruise. This, of course, not my car, and I'm not going to take this car for too long a spin. So just a quick, well, run around the block. But still, you know, what they say, right? You barely need actually a few hundred meters behind the wheel to get a sort of like an initial instinctive impression of what the car is made of when it comes to the driving dynamics. And yeah, there's just something very beautiful about how cohesive all of the control elements are. So you see, just now I just went over a speed bump on third gear. I did not downshift, and there was still more than enough grunt in the low to mid RPMs to pull the car through without jerking or engine dying. So easy to drive. This car is just so easy to drive. A lot of people think classic cars are difficult, are intimidating to drive. This one is not. So easy. Okay, so we know the sunroof works. This example you see here has a Nardi steering wheel. The tachometer of this car is no longer working, so the owner, well, took it out and put the Alpina badge here, but all the other instruments work. You've got this single DIN aftermarket radio system here, classic analog clock, and what really impressed me is this. So this one, alright, basically you can press this to do a diagnostic on the car, and it shows you what are the things that are at fault. Alright, so down here you can see a very simple, no nonsense center console. You've got this space here to put items. You've got an ashtray, 12-volt socket, power window switches here in the middle, and of course this very lovely gear stick. So the trim here also very simple, straightforward. door grab handles here. And here's the car from the outside. So this car, the owner has dressed it to resemble the classic BTCC E30, right, number 77. So you've got a BMW Finance sponsor there, Mobile One, Pirelli, Bilstein champion. Now this car is an original 4-door 320i, and what surprised me to learn is that I've always known the 318i to had rear drums, but I thought the 6-cylinder models all had rear disc brakes, but it turns out I was wrong. The 320i also had drum brakes. It is only the 325 that gives you all-round disc brakes. Okay, so this car has sunroof, and well, you can see up close the paint is not concourse condition, but it looks in decent shape. Probably just needs a polish, but definitely a car that will turn heads wherever you go. Now this red 2-door example here belongs to the same owner. Now this one is fully stock in its appearance with these classic BBS wheels. This one is a 320i automatic. Everything inside here is practically factory original. Unlike that one over there was modified with a bit of flair, this one is meant to, well, look like what it was when it came out from the showroom. Now unfortunately I can't take this car for a spin because they are doing some repair works to the alternator, but who knows, maybe if the owner likes me enough, he may let me have a go at in this car at a later date. For the moment, I've just been handed the keys to this one. I'm not sure what this car started life as, but what I can tell you now is that also belonging to the same owner, this car has a Nissan which engine already? A Nissan S15 engine. Yeah. Huh? 300 horsepower. Well, I've never experienced any of these classic BMWs with a Japanese powertrain in there. So, well, first time for everything. Okay, this one is quite crazy actually.
Use the button.
Oh, got 3-point belt. Okay.
You know what? Use the button and see if it is.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So start this. First time driving. So this one, the reverse is Japanese style.
Yeah,
okay. Did the chassis get like any special reinforcement?
Yeah. When I did it, I reinforced the chassis.
Okay.
This is about some years back.
Yeah, that took a bit of getting used to, but now that
I was using full race suspensions, adjustables. Icons so cool.
Different feel. This one a bit more vulgar, more violent. What the hell?
Where's the jump?
What the? Is the aircon working? Yeah, I get what you mean by this car feeling a bit Japanese.
Yeah, I see it.
The ride also is much stiffer than the 320i earlier.
Because the suspensions are more adjustable.
Yeah. But actually still not harsh.
I think that's the way it's set up. It's not at max.
And the clutch pedal is not offset like the other car. This one is more towards the... The feel is completely different.
Same car, so different.
Yeah. The handling somehow isn't as crisp as the 320i.
You are right, because that car's sitting lower.
Yeah.
It's sitting lower.
Yeah.
This can be brought down lower as well.
Yeah.
Because of the bumps. Okay.
I'm thoroughly amused by the experience.
Try and push it a bit if you can.
Holy shit!
Okay. That was probably about 4,000 RPM.
Yeah. That is more acceleration than the E30 chassis is built for. Eh?
That's why it has reinforced and everything else.
Yeah.
This exhaust was hand carried from Australia.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's one of a kind. I forgot the name. This car has got a unique sound.
Yeah.
And when you really rev it,
yeah,
no other turbocharged car has this sound.
Impressive. This cabin still looks quite stock, but you've got these turbo gauges here, water temperature gauge there. These are digital clusters, right? Speedometer, tachometer, it's digital, aftermarket. 6-speed manual. Now the interesting thing is, with the earlier stock E320i, the clutch pedal was somewhere around here, but in this one it's moved more towards the side into a more natural position. But well, you can see here the seats have a very interesting interpretation of the M tricolor scheme, but with the Alpina logo there. So the owner of this car, he likes his Alpinas. Okay, so if you are in the market for a BMW E30, I've got news for you. These three examples, that red one, this gold one with the S15 engine, and the BTCC dressed example that I showed you earlier in the video, they are all looking for new homes. The owner is letting them go because well, he's making way for new projects, and he's just have too many cars in his hands, right? I know that this X6M also belongs to him, and earlier on I was at his home where he showed me his two other BMW E30s. So yeah, you can drop me a line, the EvoClub Car Wash team number, or you can message us on our social media channels if you are interested to check out any one of these three BMW E30s for sale. Now, the owner has also offered me a chance to drive the red 320i automatic later after the car is completed, so I'll probably feature that in my next video. So my assessment of the two cars that I drove earlier, well, they are not concours condition, but they drive smoothly enough. Even the one that is transplanted with the SR engine, the owner gives me the impression of somebody who is, well, who takes good care of his cars. But that being said, right, if you are seriously considering to purchase any one of those three cars, do send it for an inspection to a workshop or mechanic of your own choosing. Because let's put it this way, even if we assume that the seller is honest, sending a used car for a pre-purchase inspection is always good practice. Why? Because even the most honest of sellers can potentially miss out on issues or wear and tear that just simply did not occur to him or her. So getting a pre-purchase inspection done allows you to prepare yourself for what you are getting into before you pull the trigger. Alright, so I end my video here right now, and of course, as usual, if you enjoyed this content, give it a like and do share with me your thoughts in the comment section, especially if you are a BMW E30 owner, whether it's a 318i or a 6-cylinder model, or if it's a SR engine or 1JZ engine. Either way, I'd like to hear from you. Share with us your experience owning the BMW E30. Now, of course, do subscribe to my channel as well if you have not already done so. Check out the channels of my other Horizon team members as well. Remember that every Monday night, Bobby, Tana, Thomas and myself are live on Facebook and YouTube to take your car buying questions. And of course, if you need any car wash, car care, car detailing services, you can always hit up the EvoClub Car Wash team. You can also connect directly with me via Telegram. There's a link in the description section below, or you can scan this QR code right here that takes you directly to the Telegram. Alright, so until my next video, take care, stay safe, see you soon.